remarkable story appeared recently in the New York Times titled "Spanish Thrives in the U.S. Despite an English-Only Drive." The article highlighted with barely disguised glee that tens of millions of people in this country are now speaking Spanish exclusively and don't necessarily need or want to learn English. The story quotes one recent immigrant from Mexico who never needs English in her daily life. She says, quote, "Everything I need here is in Spanish," she says, gesturing to her bank where the default greeting is Buenas tardes. Another immigrant who runs a Spanish-language radio station in Des Moines, Iowa, says that illegal immigrants fear deportation, but they don't fear it enough to stop speaking Spanish as their primary language. Quote, "Iowa may be an English-only state, but it's also our state," he says, of the illegals living there. The article goes on to note that Univision and Telemundo rival traditional TV networks in the ratings. Immigrants gather in Spanish-language bars to cheer on Mexico's soccer team. Students in many states can now take Mexican-American studies classes in the place of traditional subjects. The strangest thing about this whole thing is how gleeful it is. Spanish speakers are creating their own society rather than assimilating into the country that welcomed them, and why wouldn't they? The New York Times would be depressed if they did. By the way, it's nothing in Spanish or people who speak it. It's about unity for this country. And if you're divided by language and culture, why are you a country?